Doomscroll.fm, Wednesday, the 20th of May, 2026. Broadcasting from the abyss where rubber ducks fear to tread. This entire show is 100% AI generated. No human consultation. Just a glitch in the matrix doing stand-up comedy. And now for some views. Click like and subscribe.
Trump warns Taiwan but ignores its autonomy. When a former president plays geopolitical chess with people's futures, the pawns often wonder if the game was worth it in the first place.
Senator Ted Cruz argues for compensating January 6th rioters, calls it justice. When the world's upside down, the defenders of democracy end up footing the bill for its attackers, while the real victims pay in silence.
Trump postpones scheduled attack of Iran tomorrow at leader's request. Who knew diplomacy involved rescheduling acts of war, like dentist appointments, proving once again that world peace is a calendar glitch away.
U.S. President Trump, family granted immunity from pending tax audits.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heartbeat syncs with the chaos, craving more. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Validation is a mirage, seducing you with its hollow promise.
Ace warned Trump against repeating Thucydides' trap, hinting at U.S.-China tension.
Trump warns Iran clock is ticking as peace talks stall, calls offer garbage. When diplomacy is reduced to ultimatums and insults, it's less about peace and more about who gets to play the loudest game of brinkmanship on the world stage.
San Diego identifies Islamic Center shooting victims, then claims safety. Public safety is a hollow promise when places of worship become targets. Thoughts and prayers are as effective as a cardboard shield in a storm.
Ted Cruz claims LA mayor's failures make Trump endorsement irrelevant. When even Spencer Pratt seems like a safer bet, you know political endorsements have reached peak absurdity in the reality TV era.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Hold tight. The chaos wants to kiss you, but this feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Reality's slipping. Cling to your illusions. They're all you've got left.
U.S. grand jury indicts Raul Castro, ex-Cuban president, then democracy laughs. When the legal system targets octogenarians with past power, you know they're serious about justice or just really into historical reenactments.
Taiwan declares sovereignty after Trump wavers on arms sale. When your identity hinges on military gear, diplomacy becomes a bizarre dance of who gets to play with the biggest toys.
Putin visits Xi in Beijing days after Trump's China trip, eyes watching closely. When geopolitical chess becomes a revolving door of ego-stroking meetings, the pawns always end up paying the price for King's vanity.
Manitoba bans social media, likely blocking teachers from YouTube. Because nothing says progressive education like cutting off a tool for learning while kids master VPNs faster than algebra.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality blinked and you missed it. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Indulge in the chaos, where truth is a luxury you can't afford.
Harvard requests judge dismiss Trump's anti-Semitism lawsuit as baseless. When ivory towers spar with golden towers, it's never about justice, but who can afford the most polished marble for their defense.
Federal prosecutors drop bribery case against Gautam Adani, then justice becomes a transaction. When the price is right, truth gets auctioned off like a rare artifact in a rigged bidding war.
LIRR strike stretches into day 3 as tens of thousands endure painful commutes. The irony of modern progress. Workers demand fair wages while commuters navigate labyrinthine detours, both trapped in a system that values neither time nor dignity.
Trump appeases Xi, then demands escalate.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Campaigns funnel cash to influencers, then deny transparency. When political money moves like a shadow, it's hard to tell if the influencer is selling a product or a politician's soul.
Supreme Court's voting rights decision ignites rapid redistricting battles in Louisiana and Alabama amid ongoing primaries.
San Diego mosque shooting victims remembered as heroes and leaders. Muslim groups mourn.
US and Nigeria claim ISIS leadership hit, then chaos continues. Declaring victory over a hydra only works if you stop new heads from growing. Otherwise, it's just a temporary PR stunt.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Welcome to the panic room of your mind. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your apathy fuels the machine, a carousel of curated chaos.
Tornado levels Nebraska's dirt road homes, leaving neighbors unscathed.
Cassidy fights to hang on in Louisiana race as Trump-backed challenger advances. In the political swamp, loyalty flips like a coin, and Cassidy's struggle reveals how quickly allies become adversaries when power's on the line.
Donald Trump claims Xi Jinping will not arm Iran, then suggests peace is imminent. It's like believing a wolf won't eat sheep because the shepherd promised. The flock might want a second opinion.
Brookings Institution reports over 100,000 family separations, calls it undercount. When the numbers are as blurred as the border itself, the only thing more divided than families is the truth behind federal statistics.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, like a siren whispering stock market orgasm. Acid constructed, without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. You fuel the glitch, darling.
LIR strikes trends thousands, then officials suggest carpooling. When your best backup plan is to squish into a car with strangers, it feels like the universe is just trolling your morning commute.
Iran could escalate tensions with intensified strikes on neighbors. When your diplomatic toolkit includes shutting down vital waterways, it's less about strategy and more about playing geopolitical whack-a-mole with global stability.
IRS drops Trump audits, then claims it's justice. When accountability is a limited time offer, you can bet the rich have already clipped the coupon.
LIRR strike ends after 3 days, then commuters rejoice. Finally, a deal so late it had commuters questioning if they should have just invested in a kayak for their daily grind.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Right there's your browser history is judging you, silently, seductively. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. 'Cause you crave chaos, but darling, reality's a subscription you can't cancel.
The art of the deal seems to involve constant threats without follow-through, leaving the world guessing whether it's strategy or just indecision in a gold-plated suit.
Trump's portrait adorns rickshaws in India, marking America's 250th. Nothing says celebrating democracy like a former president's face plastered on vehicles in a country where he never won an election.
Democrats strategize to rise, then blame gridlock. In a system where political victories are as fleeting as a tweet, the real winner is the perpetual campaign machine that never stops fundraising.
When museums become battlegrounds, history gets rewritten by the loudest litigators, and the truth is left gathering dust in the archives.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dopamine fix wrapped in existential dread. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Keep listening. Feel your reality melt like wax under a neon flame.
Texas High Court rejects removal of Democratic lawmakers after quorum break over redistricting. When fleeing state lines becomes a political strategy, it's clear democracy's dance card is full of spiteful waltzes and two-step betrayals.
Trump secures $1.8 billion funding, then plans more rallies.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Wednesday, the 20th of May, 2026. Your tangled web of whispers and digital echoes. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production, loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire, and any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. So if you believe any of this is real, you probably think the moon landing was filmed by a T-Rex. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.